Okay guys, last time we looked at the fading in and fading out, where we had text coming from the left to the right, or sorry, to the right to the left, and going from the bottom up. What we're going to do now is going to do the enlarging and shrinking effect, where we got text that enlarges and shrinks on the screen. So first thing first, I'm going to set my stage, like as I always like to do. So 800 by 600 for this one. Okay, nice and central there. So now we're going to have the word that I'm going to enlarge. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to have insert my text here, and I'm going to call this shrinking and enlarging. Okay, so let's just call it enlarging. Okay, enlarge. This text is too big. I'm going to shrink it down to about 150. Hopefully it should fit on the screen. Yep, nice and perfect. Get that in the screen there, middle of the screen. Oops. Sure fits there. Okay, so I've got the word enlarge there. I'm going to change my layer name because it's good practice to keep changing your layer name so you know what is in each layer. So I'm going to call this enlarge. Okay, so we're going to do what we did exactly that we did last time with the fading and fading out. We're going to go to frame number 10. We're going to push F6. We're going to go to frame 25, F6, and then frame 35 and F6. Okay, what you're going to do now is go back to frame 1. Okay. The difference between this and the previous one was you need to actually put your tween in first, because when it comes to enlarging, decreasing, or selecting text and expanding it, you need to actually have your tween in first. So we're going to create classic tween. Okay, we're going to create classic tween in both 25 to 35. Okay, we're going to go back to frame number 1. Okay, this time we're going to click on this tool here. It's called the free transform tool. That is what it's going to increase. Stretch or minimize or basically increase or decrease the size of your text. So first things first, what we're going to do is go frame number 1. We're going to make this as small as possible. So we're going to make it as tiny so we cannot see it. So there you go, that's tiny. We're going to do the same thing at frame 35. We make it as small as possible. So now if we run that, if we look at it now, what happens? Okay, so the word enlarge comes, stays, and goes. Or you can have this flashing effect. So enlarge, then it shrinks back. Lovely. Okay, so if you check it on the timeline, enlarge, stays, and then shrinks back to enlarge, and then goes back to enlarge. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to do the next part, which is the drop. Actually, no, before we do that, we need to do what we normally do, which is the alpha. So click on the text. Go to effect, click on alpha, make it to 0. Same again, frame 35, click on alpha, to 0. Okay, so now if we run that, okay, fades out, fades out, fade out, fades in, out, in, out. Okay, so now next one, next word is going to be, let's call it the drop. Okay, I'm going to get, once again, we're going to do the same thing again, F6 at frame 35. Now we're going to write a word drop. So nice and big here, drop. Let's do it in capital letters for some, let's just do it for capital letters. Change the color, have a nice dark red. Okay, yep, actually this size is perfect. What I'm going to do now, okay, place it in the center. That's where you want to drop. Now do F6. Okay, remember 10, 15, 10. F6, frame 60, F6, frame 70, F6. Okay, now this time, we're going to enter the tweens. Forgot about that. Okay, we're going to go to frame 35. Let's once again select the free transform tool. This time, what we're going to do is go to frame 35 and make that word drop as big as possible so that it fits this, completely fits the screen. So okay, that's going to be as big as possible we can get so it covers the whole screen. We're going to go to frame 70. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to stretch that word drop, completely covers the screen. Okay, so now and then we're going to go to frame 35. What we're going to do, what we normally do, go to color effect, change it to alpha. Okay, go to frame 70, color effect, and change it back to alpha. So now if we run this, we're going to have this dropping effect where words looks like they're dropping from the sky. Let's test it out. Oops. Okay, Control Enter. Okay, we've got the enlarge, and then we've got the drop effect. See, can you see it? It drops from the sky and then goes back up and fades out. So this is my simple animations part 2. Okay, first one we had the text going from right to left, going from bottom to up. Okay, you don't have to do it left to right or right to left. You can do it left to right, up to it's a combination. It's all down to you how you do it. Okay, and you can do this and you can create different effects. I can show you what kind of effects you can create. I've created, here's one I created earlier. If you combine these with multiple texts, then you can create something more advanced, like this one I've created earlier. Control Enter. Okay, there you go. Three different texts all coming at once. So these are effects here. See, up and down. You can combine the two. Okay, this is something. So what you've learned in my last two tutorials, you can create simple effects or effects like these and use them when creating a 2D animation production. Okay, so keep an eye out. We're going to have more tutorials. Okay, we're done text. We're going to look at morphing. We're going to look at masking as well. Thank you for watching.